Hey there, good looking. Welcome to this awesome total body workout. This is a strength workout. However, we will also get your heart rate up. Listen, you just need a couple of pairs of dumbbells for this workout. I recommend a pair of moderate and light. For reference, I'm using a pair of 12s and a pair of 8s. And for those of you in the 21-day Fit and Fierce Challenge, welcome to day 7. All right, lace up your runnies. Let's go get warmed up. Hello there and welcome. I'm PJ Wren, a certified personal trainer, and I have been helping people over the age of 40 get fit and fierce for almost 3 decades now. And thank you so much for joining me on today's workout. We'll get warmed up. As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout. Let's start down on all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees apart underneath the hips. Left hand taps the right leg, and then extend the leg and the arm with the thumb pointed up to your ceiling, and then come back in. This is going to warm up our spine and our core. So we have a variety of different moves. We're starting out on sort of a little on the easier side to get the move, and then I'm going to ask you if you're willing to increase the weight or increase the intensity as we go through the sets. We have 3 sets for each circuit. Last 2. 1 more. And reset, other side. So we want that reset, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, right hand, opposite knee, extend. We're not extending so that we're overarching the low back. We're simply extending that back leg straight out, trying to get the leg and the arm parallel to your floor. Once again, remembering the thumbs pointed up as we lift that arm and reach it up. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Come into high plank for me. Step the left foot beside the left pinky. Do your best if you've got to pull it up there with your hand. Then take that left hand, circle it back, and circle it down. Right hand, right pinky. Now that right hand circles back. Follow your hand with your gaze. Beautiful. Keep alternating arm and leg. Warming up into the hips, core, and shoulders. 1 more each leg. Last one. And press yourself up into downward dog. Let the head drop in between the arms, and now pedal the feet, warming up into the calves and the back of your thighs. Breathe. Hips are pushed up to the ceiling. Good. Last 3. And 2. 1 more each heel. And walk yourself up into a standing position. Excellent. Take the feet hip width. Mirror me for me. I want you to step out on a diagonal. Perform a lunge, going as deep as it feels comfortable. Other side for your knees. So this is what we call a rotational lunge. And it's a functional movement pattern. And what we'll be doing is adding dumbbell and balance drill to this. So I just wanted you to get the base of it during the warm-up first. So you want to pick the foot up so that you're not keeping the foot on the ground as we turn and rotate. And again, you go down as deep as it feels comfortable for your knees. I find this type of rotational lunge tends to be easier on people's knees though. 1 more each side. Last side. Beautiful. Arms up, shoulder blades back and down, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. You with me? Good. Let's do some squats. So as mentioned, we have 3 rounds, 2 different circuits that we're going through. We'll learn it, and then may encourage you to try heavier weight or spice up the exercise as we go through our sets. Keep those arms up, shoulder blades pulled down to the back pocket. Take a peek, knees tracking with the toes. Good job. Pushing the bum rearward like you're going to sit in a chair. Beautiful. Last 3. Head up, chest up. 2. And 1. Shake it out. All right, grab a quick sip of water if you need. We're starting with 1 dumbbell. Grab your moderate one. As mentioned in the intro, I have a 12. You're mirroring me, all right? So you're going to have it in your right hand. We're stepping back on that diagonal lunge here. All right, and then going to a knee up with a balance and then hiking that dumbbell up. So let's give it a try. Step out, dumbbell comes down, toe tap here if you need to, knee up, find that balance. Good. Excellent. So our goal, if we can, is not toe tap in between here and here. How are you doing? If you're all over the place, as you can see, so am I. Now, in the next round that we do these, we're going to spice it up some more. So we've got legs, core, and balance here. A little bit your back as well, because we're bringing that arm across, working into the lats. One more. Time. All right, we've got the other side, okay? So dumbbell is now in your, that's right hand. Now step out here, bring the dumbbell across, taking it as deep as it feels comfortable for you. Kickstand, knee up, plant it, good. Now when we get into that balance pose, you want softness in that leg that's on your ground. We don't have it locked out. Great. And you may find one side a lot easier to do than the other. So these type of movements, as I mentioned in the intro, functional movements help work out those imbalances we've created in our body through daily living. And we all do it. Last one. Time. All right. Dumbbell is lengthwise. Down. Beginners, I'd like you to switch out to the lighter dumbbell. We have a single arm dumbbell clean, and we'll alternate our arms. So let's sink down, grab onto the dumbbell. Now use momentum to hitch it up. Whoops, too much momentum, I went flying. And then drop it down, bring it down. Other arm, here we go. Hup, drop it down. Good. So you go down as deep as you feel with the squat. You advanced people, I want you to try to get that elbow to touch your thigh when you come down. So this is another move that we will spice it up, if you feel like it, on the second round. We'll use a dumbbell in each hand. Down. So this is where I want the heart rate to come up a bit. Good, breathe. Last couple of reps here, come on. Good. Chest up, head up. Last one, time. All right, we have a standing alternating row. We can use one dumbbell or you can grab the other one. Feet hip width. We have a hip hinge here, arms out, drive the elbow up. Next rep, other arm. So you can switch the hands with the dumbbell, or as mentioned, grab onto a dumbbell in each hand. Now, a word of caution, if you have a sensitive low back, I do, then you may want to do what I'm doing, alternating, so it's not as much load forward. Now, this is another move we'll be spicing up in our second set, but you'll remember this base move if you are not interested in spicy today. All right, now push the tailbone up to the ceiling, beautiful. Draw that belly button in towards the spine, feet shoulder width or hip width, either works, knees are soft. This is our last move of the drill. We take it back to our rotation lunge balance, and then we're gonna add a shoulder press. Time. All right, so mirror me, all right? We got the dumbbell in this hand. We're stepping out to that rotational lunge. Let's try it. Bring the dumbbell across, see if you can touch the toe with the dumbbell. Come up, find your balance, add a shoulder press, do it again. Woo! So you gotta stick that balance before you do the press. So stick it, find it, press it. Nice. Now, if the press doesn't work for you or your shoulder, you continue with that first one that we learned, the balance and hold. You only layer it on if it feels good for your joints. I almost kickstand, didn't need to, and then I needed to. Remember, you've always got that option to drop that leg to get that balance. One more, come on. Finish the press, finish the move. Beautiful. All right, dumbbells in the other hand. We're rotating out with our lunge. Let's try it. Ready? Get this dumbbell low, sink down, come up, press it, balance it, go. Good. Softness in that stabilizing leg. Draw that belly button in towards your spine. Activate those core muscles. When we press, find something stationary to stare at. Good. So it's not me. Do not look at me. We're hip hinging, so this movement pattern is good for anybody. We've got that neutral spine. We've got rotation, as mentioned, super important for daily life. We don't just move in this linear pathway. Our hips, our body goes in different paths. One more, finish it, time. All right, we have the single arm dumbbell clean, or you can join me and grab the partner. So this intensifies it quite a bit. So if you've got two dumbbells, you're gonna start down here. One dumbbell, you start down there, ready? Clean them up, sink it down, reset. Woo! This changes the move. So for watches, I know I'm really good at reminding you, right? 10, 20 minutes into the workout, I would choose HIIT if you have an Apple Watch, because this is beyond strength. We are getting heart rates. This is almost like a Metcon, metabolic conditioning workout. Remember, we're hitching the dumbbells up there with the hips, a little bit of a shoulder shrug, and then we sink it down. All right, standing, alternating row, or join me for Renegade row on the mat. Totally up to you. All right, you choose what's gonna work for you. Ready, set, and go. If you wanna try this down on the mat, you can also go on the knees, right? You see that? Give it a try. Never know. If it doesn't feel good, then you go back to standing. So coming into our final round. So we've spiced up the moves. I'm gonna keep them spicy for the third round. You can stick with that movement pattern we learned in the first round. Last few reps here. One more, come on. And release, woo. All right, dumbbell in your right hand. So we're rotating, balancing, and then maybe add the press. Let's go. Yeah, we don't need the timer. We're not gonna bother waiting for it. It's too slow for us. I'll tell you a secret why I use the timer. You may do other workouts with trainers where they count reps. I can't count and cue at the same time. I just cannot. So I would rather cue you so you have great form. And I admire the trainer and instructor that can stay on point with their reps and also cue you. My little menopausal pea brain cannot do that. Actually, let's be honest, I couldn't even do that in my 20s. Yeah, I've been doing this since I was 24. Woo! Finish it! Woo! Not YouTube, but teaching fitness and training people. I'm now 52 at time of recording. All right, so we've got the other side, okay? So square to me. Now step, diagonal. Can you get the dumbbell down all the way to your toe? Good. Find that balance. Holy cow. Lost it there. I looked at one of my lights. Yeah, I'm going to use that as my excuse. It's the lights. They're blinding me. Now, again, I can't cue enough on that softness in the stabilizing leg and that belly button drawn in. That's really going to help you with your balance. Almost there. Time. All right, so you've got single arm or double arm. So remember, if you're doing the single arm, the dumbbell is lengthwise like this, and you sink it and then put it down again. All right? Two arm, you're with me. Dumbbells are on an angle, feet shoulder width apart. Start low, hitch it up, kind of a shoulder shrug, and then rack them. And then we reset each set. We just don't flow into it one after another. Make sure we got the form. Chest up, head up. Bumps going rearward. Great job. Whew. Last few reps. Moving into that alternating row, or maybe you're going to join me for the Renegade row on the mat. One more. Finish it. Woo! All right. Standing or down on the mat. Final exercise, we're going to learn 4 new moves coming up. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Whether you're on the ground or standing, elbows just coming up to the rib cage. Arm is straight as you release it back down. If you're in the plank, have the feet apart so we keep those hips quiet. Now, good news, the first exercise of the next series, we're on the mat. We're lying down. Less than 10 seconds, come on. Working those back muscles, hitting the core. One more row. Finish it. Time. All right, we'll start this with one dumbbell. We'll build on as we go. Dumbbell above the head, elbows slightly bent. Pull over and touch the thighs with the dumbbell as you give me a bridge. Go. Push through the heels. Heels are close to the bum. Working into the posterior chain here, all the way up actually. So into the heels, we're getting your glutes, your hamstrings. With the dumbbell, we're getting your lats and shoulders. Now the next round, I'm going to try to do 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand. You can join me if you'd like, or remember this base move. Yes, your elbows are slightly bent, they're not locked out. And then after that, you just want to move through your shoulders. Time. All right. Bring your elbows in, dumbbell on top of the upper abdomen. Bridge your hips up. We'll keep the hips up for the entire 45 seconds. Give me a narrow chest press. Keep the arms straight. Now skull crusher and lower down with the dumbbell. Chest press, skull crusher, and down. The entire time, pushing through the heels, keeping those hips up high. We're standing for the next 2 moves, just a heads up. I always like to give you an idea as to what's coming up. And if you're one of those who doesn't want to know what's coming up, put me on mute. It'll be a surprise every round. I tell you, if I did my workout, I would put me on mute. I don't blame you. Oh, goodness me, I feel my tush. How about you? Now, time, standing. So just a heads up, the next time we do that, I'm going to try a dumbbell in each hand. So that's how we'll increase the intensity of that one. Keep that moderate-sized dumbbell. Feet wide, toes turned out. Sink down into a squat and pulse it. Good. Now, coordinate the pulse with a dumbbell pass. So now we've got hand-eye coordination, legs, and core. You really will feel this in the tush, all right? And this will get the heart rate up. If you need a break, stand, quick breath, and then get yourself down. This is all about pushing you a little past your envelope. This workout and the whole 21-day Fit and Fierce challenge. So, I'm with you. My thighs are burning. Whew. Lucky for us, we leave the legs alone in 10 seconds. Good, pulse it. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo! All right, grab those light dumbbells that I asked you to get, remembering to grab them by using your legs, correct? Beautiful. All right, feet apart, knees are soft, draw that belly button in towards the spine, one hand in front, one hand to side, lower down, and then the other. Good. So it's a front raise for the anterior deltoid, side lateral raise for the medial head. We have 3 different muscles in the shoulder, or what we call the deltoid muscle. All right, and here we're hitting 2 of them. Woo! So this is our final one. We go back to our second set, bridge pullover, and I'm going to try a dumbbell in each hand. I'm going to try 12s in each hand. It's ambitious, but like I said earlier to you, we can always switch out. We can always take a break. Last couple of reps. 1 more. Time. All right, I'm going to have my 8s nearby, though, just in case I need to switch out to the 8s. So we're pulling the dumbbell, 1 or 2, up to you. Elbows are slightly bent. As we pull the dumbbells to the thighs, the bum lifts up. Let's give it a try. Ready? Yeah, it really changes things. 12s in each hand instead of 12 in one hand. I'm going to switch out to 8s. Whoa. Oh, much better. So please try to move through your shoulder. Once you've bent those elbows a little bit, you just move through the shoulder. If you want to coordinate your exhale, it's as the dumbbells are lifting and the bum is lifting. We try to encourage people to exhale on the exertion of this repetition. Time. All right, 1 or 2 dumbbells. Okay, narrow chest press with a skull crusher. Let's get that hip bridge first, and we keep that static. Elbows in tight. Now, do a narrow chest press. Keep the arms there. Bring the dumbbells down. If you're using 2, you want them to touch the mat beside the ears. Extend, and then finish the crush press. Great job. We're standing, holding on to 1 moderate dumbbell very shortly. Time. Woo! All right, I'm going to grab onto my 12. Now, feet are wide on this. Toes are going to turn out. Once we go wider than the shoulders, we want to give that toe a little turn so the knees and toes track. Sink down, coordinate your pulse with a dumbbell pass. The deeper you are in the squat, the more challenging the exercise. This workout is going by really quickly. Do you agree? Which is good. Woo! Maybe not quickly enough right now. My quad just kicked in. How about you? Holy moly. 15 seconds. Oh, yeah. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo! That was good. All right, bend the knees. Grab your light dumbbells. Hitting those shoulders. But yet, because we're using dumbbells, we're also getting the core as well as your legs, right? They have to support you. Only going to shoulder height and alternating which arms in front and which arms to the side with each rep. So that's why as a trainer, I love dumbbells because I get more muscles in my client, and you are my client right now, fired up. If we were to do a side lateral raise in the machine, you'd be in a machine with the elbows pressing on the pads coming up, but you would be seated. There would be no muscle activation in the lower body or the core. It's great for some things, absolute beginners, people coming back from an injury, but you do want to add dumbbell training as the majority of your workout. One more time. All right, from the top, bridge pullover, as well as barbells and cable machines. Those are all awesome too. Okay, elbows slightly bent. I'm holding on to my 8s. As we pull the dumbbells over, lift the hips up, touch your thighs. Exhale, lower down slowly. Don't let gravity take over. Let the muscles do the lowering part. So the other day it was LH's and I's 29th wedding anniversary. That's a long time. It's so long, in fact, we had a hard time trying to figure out how many years we've been married. Time. Do you do that too? Let's see, we were married in, 29 years, babe. All right, hip bridge. We got narrow press to skull crusher, go. Woo, do you feel the triceps? And if you're asking me, where are your triceps, and you don't feel them, you need heavier weight. FYI, if you ever work with a personal trainer and he or she asks you that, and you say, oh, where's that? Note that you're going to get a heavier dumbbell. That's a test for my clients. Time. See whether or not they're actually hitting the muscle with heavy enough weight. All right, squat pulse, dumbbell pass. So remember what I mentioned, right? When your feet go wide, you want those toes to turn out a bit. Not too much, it's not a plie, but just enough so when the knees bend, everything's tracking. Sink down and... Another trick question I give them, I'll say, where do you feel this? And if they don't point to where they should be feeling it, I know we need a heavier dumbbell. I know. I'm a sneaky little asshole. But I get my people results without hurting them. That's important. Any trainer can kick the shit out of you. It's the good ones that give you a progressive manner so you stay healthy while you're doing it. Woo! This is awesome. Last time doing this. Come on, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, release. Woo! Yeah. All right, shoulders, and then we stretch. Remember, bend those legs to pick up those dumbbells. Nice and tall in the body, feet are hip width. Draw that belly button in. One arm side, one arm front. Now, when you lift up, make sure you're not getting this twisting pattern. All right, so this is where the core really has to engage because the arms are trying to pull your entire upper body to twist as that arm lifts away from you. Whew. I'd say 8 pounds were ample. So I don't know if you know this, at the very end of my workouts, I now do blooper reels because during the workout itself, I just roll the tape. This is, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. But the intros, I'll redo those if I make mistakes. And some days are really bad. Today wasn't bad. There was only a couple. Give me one more. Time. Woo! All right, so if you need to continue on with your day, 30 minutes is all you got, then please come back to this video. Just push pause or whatever. Come back to it when you can so that we can stretch out those muscles that we just trained. For everyone else, shake out the arms, grab a sip of water. We will stretch out the body, and then you can continue on with your day. All right. While we're here, let's just get into the shoulders. So feet are shoulder width apart. All right, knees soft. Bring the arm across and just mirror me. Thumb is up and you're pressing that arm towards the chest, getting a nice stretch in the back of the shoulder and maybe even in the upper back area. Now take this same arm, place it in between the shoulder blades, take your other arm and see if you can walk that hand further down your back and now lean away from that right arm of yours. Get into the triceps. Where do you feel this? Get into the triceps, and then a little bit of a side bend, so we get into your serratus, a little bit into the lat, a little bit of side body. Yes, that workout went by so quickly. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy all my workouts. They take me a while to program, but yeah, I love doing it. So, and release. I'm going to have a YouTube channel till I can't move anymore. So let's hope that's for many, many more years to come. And then Over 50 Fitness, I will keep on going, and so will the rest of the team until we can't anymore too. It's such great communities, and yeah, I hope I bring some joy to your life, but you definitely bring joy to my life, so thank you. Arm behind, lean, whoo. All right, let's get into the hip flexors. I do this almost every workout, and it's because these guys are quite short on a lot of us, and they play havoc from everything from hip, knee to low back. So left knee on the mat. All right, if you need to double up your mat, go for it. We want knee almost underneath the hip, and then the whole cue here, the whole idea of hip flexor is squeeze the bum and lean back a bit. Beautiful. Now let's get into that side body. Inhale the arm straight up, separating rib from hip, and then lean away. Yeah, we're going to hold this for a few breaths. In all of our lunge and squat patterns, this hip flexor worked. And then this is giving a nice stretch to the side body here, the core involved as well. Now let's take that arm, that left arm, and circle it behind the body, nice and slow. It just feels really yummy in that shoulder joint. Take it really big. Yeah, is that yummy? No? How come? Straighten the leg, chest over thighs, stretch into the hamstrings. Now, here's a tip. Grab your dumbbells real quick if you are tight like I am. All right. And build up your ground. And you can even build your ground up even further, because what I ideally would like you to be in is a neutral spine, not rounding, especially in the upper back to get into that hamstring. So build your ground up. You've heard me cue before yoga blocks. I absolutely adore yoga blocks, and I hope you have a pair. Grab those as well and keep them in your exercise area. They are super cheap and super great way to build up your ground to help assist you with anything from stretching to a workout itself. So, good tool to have. Whew. Then maybe you can kick the leg out a little further, push the hip behind you a bit more, and lengthen that hamstring a bit more. Give it a try. Yeah. All right, let's do the other side. So let's start with the hip flexor stretch. Right leg in front, left leg in front, right knee under the hip. So remember, we squeeze that right glute and tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, right arm straight up. Exhale, lean away. And upper body is leaning back as well. So give it a try. Come forward for me. All right, hold the stretch. Not much, right? Now lean back. So give me a bit of spinal extension and reach up. Changes it, doesn't it? Yeah. And again, we're going to hold this for a few breaths. These longer stretch sessions that I do at the end of the workouts, I know they're probably killing my watch time on both Over 50 Fitness and YouTube, because a lot of people, if they're not using the workout calendar on Over 50 Fitness or Patreon, they choose their workout based on time. So they'll see a time stamp of, this one might be 38 minutes, when in actuality, our actual workout was 30 minutes, but I spent 8 minutes stretching. But it's so important as we age, we definitely need to lengthen the tissue and get the range of motion back into the joints that we lose. All right, now we circle this arm behind. Take it slow. Remember, it's super yummy when we go slow and we make it big. All right, let's straighten this front leg. Again, I encourage you, grab your dumbbells. It really changes the stretch and just feels a lot nicer on the low back and helps us get deeper into the hamstring, which is what we're trying to do here. Push your tailbone back. So once again, we've got that neutral spine, and that's just going to make that hamstring stretch deeper. Yeah, if you're tired of trying to figure out your own workouts and trying to pick workouts based on time and perhaps not seeing the results you should be, come and join us either on Over 50 Fitness. There's a 14-day free trial link down below. Or if you want to stay on YouTube and you don't mind the ads on YouTube, then join us over on Patreon. Whew. All right, now let's kick the leg out a little bit further. Push the bum back a bit more. Oh, wow. Let's just do a whole workout doing this. It's a thought. Do you see the wheels turning? Yeah, do you see the smoke? Yeah. And release. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to reading your comments down below. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. You'll need a pair of moderate dumbbells as well as light. For reference, I have a pair of 12s and 8s. Now, welcome to... I was so close. So close. All you need is a pair of moderate and light dumbbells. For reference, I have a pair of 12s and 5s. Nope, they don't have 5s. I have 8s. That is right. 8s, PJ. 8s. Spoken like a pro. So this is George living his best life while we were sweating it out. Hey, George. You tired, buddy?